Okay. Perfect. Great. So welcome everybody. Very excited to take you through today's live stream because the platform really got its legs back at the start of the year in January. And since then, we've grown tremendously to the point where now we're approaching 50,000 users. So in January with maybe 500 users, and now only basically 3 months later at near 50,000. And so you can imagine we've learned a ton through that rapid growth. And we are in a constant feedback loop with you and all of our users to essentially implement everything we've learned. And all of that has been taken into account and now put into this new UI, which I'm really excited to show you. So this new UI has been live since Friday, so some of you may have already started to see it. The feedback we've gotten from users like yourselves has been really, really great so far. Everyone said that it's really easy and a lot less buggy. The old UI was unpredictable, and we've basically removed all of the factors and components that could cause any of that unpredictability. So it's really solid now, and I'm excited to show you how it all works. So with that said, let me get started. I'll share my screen. If anyone has any questions at all as we get started here, feel free to just put that question in the chat. We're streaming both on YouTube and LinkedIn here, so I will make a point to check both platforms as we get going. All right. So, cool. So we're sharing our screen here. And this is the new homepage. This is the new dashboard. So once you log in or sign up for the new UI for the first time, it'll take you through an onboarding flow where we explain how BHuman works, and you actually, right off the bat, generate a couple of AI videos right there during that onboarding flow. And once you do that, you'll essentially arrive here. And this is your BHuman homepage. And how we sort it is we start with campaigns. And campaigns is a new concept, actually. So before, the way it worked is that you would film a template video and then generate as many personalized videos as you want. And then you could use that data to send it out. And that was all basically in one thing. It was attached to that one template. Now the way it works is you have one template video, and from that template video, you can create as many campaigns as you like. And a campaign is a distinct usage, a distinct execution, let's say, right? So let's say you film a template video and then you want to send it out to 100 people today. All right, well, create a campaign for today, generate for those 100 people, send it out. Then maybe next week you get really good feedback, so you want to do more, you want to do 1,000 this time. Well, you can create a new campaign and do that. So let me show you how it all works. So this is the homepage, like I said. We have our campaigns here. I'll get into how this works in a second. On the right side, we have a sidebar with a couple of options, but most importantly, this create button. So if I click this, we're met with a few options here. The first is how we want to get started, where we want to get our template from. So 3 options, either from our videos, so templates we've created in the past, or maybe you want to make a new template, from the community template store. So this is all the different templates you can use that are out of the box and just ready for you to get started, or by hiring an actor. So for some people who perhaps are camera shy, or maybe they want to make a language in another language that they're not proficient in for their audience, you can hire an actor through the platform itself. So you can click this and schedule a call with us and tell us exactly what you're looking for. Perhaps, what sort of demeanor the actor would have, what environment they're in. Is it casual? Is it formal? And so on and so forth. And we'll get the template created for you and loaded into your account automatically. But let me go back here because I want to show you how it looks when you hit my videos. So this is essentially a collection of all of your video templates. So if you're an old user, you'll have a lot of them in here from the past. If you're a new user, it'll basically be empty with the exception of this option, create new video. So this is how the flow works. You start by clicking create new video. And now we're creating a new video template. So this is really where most people will get started. So let's now give it a template. So what's it used for? Well, as I walk you through this use case today, let's imagine that I'm a marketing agency and I want to reach out to clients, perhaps in the New York area, for example, and get them onto a strategy call. So let me do that. I'll make a template. NYC client outreach. Okay, cool. Now, two options here. How are we recording our video? Are we doing it from our desktop or are we uploading the video if we already have it pre-recorded? For the sake of this example, I'll select desktop, and here we're met with two options. Now, this is a new feature in the new UI. So there's something called easy mode, which is new. So we looked at our users and we looked at how they're using the platform, and we noticed that the vast majority of them are just personalizing the first name because for most cases, that's all you need, right? You really only need to do that to win someone over in a video. So we actually designed it so you can do that without having to select your variable and go through the steps required to do so. So it's really, really simple. And we'll be doing an example of easy mode in this tutorial today. The other option is advanced mode, which is more similar to the process on the old UI, where you can basically personalize as many variables as you want wherever they are in your script. So there's the extra step there where you have to highlight where your variables are in your script, which is not like easy mode, where basically we do that for you. We personalize that first name automatically. You don't have to worry about it at all. So let's go ahead. Let's select easy mode. And while we do that, I'll check if there are any questions so far. I think we are good. Okay, all right. So we selected easy mode. We're met with a tutorial for most that we can watch that walks us through it. And it's only 60 seconds long, but we do require that you watch it to get started because it really explains it well. I'll explain it to you in the next step, so no worries, but there's always that tutorial there if you need help. Of course, you can always use our live chat as well. So this is also a new feature, AI script generation. So for a lot of people, writing a good script is a skill, and sometimes it can be tough, or sometimes you just need some inspiration to get started. And especially writing a script that really converts well, which is what we're all here to do, right? Convert our audience to take some sort of action. So we created this AI script generator to make that really, really easy for you and to take the heavy load off you and generate the script for you. You can skip this if you'd like, it's not required at all, but if you want to use it, you certainly can. So here's how it works. In the first text box, enter what you want to generate a script for. So generate a script for, let's say, a marketing agency based in New York, reaching out to hotels in order to get new clients. Maybe we'll say I specialize in influencer marketing, for example. And then the next text box enters what is our call to action. I'll say, get on a 15-minute strategy call. So of course, what your script is about and what the call to action would be is completely up to you. You could be a roofing company and you could mention how your call to action would be get a free roofing consultation. We'll come and we'll look at your roof and we'll do an assessment on it, right? This is all up to you, but the way we structure this, where we force you, if you want to generate a script, we do require you put in a call to action because it helps you think about and really make your video in the right way where you want people to take some sort of action, right? So we design this to get you the best results, not only in, okay, does your video look good or does it not, but also in getting you business results at the end of the day, which is what we're all here for. So on the right, we see that our scripts have generated. We've got a couple here. So it generates 3 automatically. We could generate more if we want. We can edit this and, generate more, but for now, I'll look for one here that I like. Okay, this first one looks pretty good. So I can edit this if I want. So I'll just take this line out, say we're a New York-based agency. And okay, looks good. I'll hit select script. Okay, now here's where easy mode comes in. So you see down here, it says wait 1 second after you start recording. You'll hear a beep. At that point, start reading your script without the need to say hi name. So before, in our video, when you recorded the video in the old UI, you had to say, and you still do in advanced mode, you have to say, hi name, this is Don with company name, blah, 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 blah. I see you're in city, so on and so forth. With easy mode, you don't have to say your variable first name, you just dive into your script. So I'll start recording, it'll wait a little bit of time, I'll hear a beep, and then I'll read my script, say, I hope you're doing well, this is Don, so on and so forth. So let's get set up and let's record this video. And before I do that, I want to make sure that, I have the right setup because the rules of filming still apply. We haven't released our new lip sync and voice cloning model yet, still in the works, but our team is making really good progress on it. So we want to be a couple feet from the camera. We want to have very soft, almost dim lighting. We want to keep our head still when we say the variables, or in this case, in the start of the video. So let me just get the right angle here. I'm going to do this recording. Okay, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but at some point there'll be a beep and then I'll start to talk. Hope you're doing well. This is Dawn from marketing.com, and we specialize in working with hotels like yours in the New York area. And actually, a colleague recently sent me your website because they noticed it was a bit outdated and could use some updating. So I wanted to get in touch because we offer free 15-minute strategy calls for everyone in the New York area where we specialize, where we have so much experience, success story after success story. So if you're interested, give me a call. I'd love to chat and look forward to speaking with you soon. Okay, so at this point, how the script process works right now. So right now, there we go, that was fast. Right now, the script, well, let me explain this after. Okay, so uploaded the video, done. No more, nothing else to do at this point, just hit finish. Okay, now this is our video page. Now from here, two options: preview sample, generate new campaign. All right, so you just recorded the video. First thing you want to do is say, okay, was this a good video? Was it a good render? Did it come out well? Do I need to try different lighting? Do I need to be further from the camera? All those things, you have to experiment with BHuman, right? It's AI, right? Experimentation is required. So that's why we have this button here. You can preview a sample. And you can see right then and there how it's looking. And then from there say, okay, this looks good. Let me go and create a new campaign, which I'll get into. Or you can say, let me do another video and I'll film in better lighting or, distance from the camera, keep my head more still when I'm saying those variables. And of course, again, our new AI model will improve all of this. So there'll be less, let's say that AI will be able to work in more lighting situations, distance to the camera, things like that. I want to explain the script part a little bit. So you notice that I basically use a script for inspiration. Let's say I kind of went off the cuff and looked into the camera and delivered the script off the top of my head using the generated script as inspiration. We're releasing an update. I'd say we're probably 2.5 weeks out from this update. But what it does is it actually will change where your eyes are looking. You could actually read the script. So I could be recording a video here and I could read the script. Hey, this is Dawn with marketing.com. I love the work you're doing, right? And I could be looking directly at the screen or even like over here. But the AI will automatically take my iris and change it to look directly into the camera. So what this means is I can focus on like reading the script really well and giving a really good delivery. And then it'll change my eyes so it looks like I'm actually just making eye contact the whole time. And this is really coming from me, right? It's not a script that I'm reading. If you ever someone and you see their eyes just go like left to right, like they're just reading script. So it's like, all right, what's the point? It's might as well send me a cold email. I know you're not actually meaning what you're saying, right? So this is a way for us to allow you just to focus on your script, but also get that genuine feel across, right? So with that being said, now let me explain the actual video template page itself. So this is where your video template lives. If I had another video template, it would be a different page, of course. I have up here, I can rename it. On the right, I have some information. I have the, the variables that I'm personalizing here, which is just the first name. I have my transcript, so what I said during that during that video rather. Campaigns using this is coming out this week, this update. It'll allow us to see which campaigns are leveraging this video template. And then samples, so I can generate as many samples as I want, and they'll be collected here in the preview samples box. So let me open this up so I can click view video and it'll download it, and then I can play it back. Just give me a moment here. I want to make sure I'm sharing the right screen. I'll open it up on Vimeo for you rather. Okay, still uploading on Vimeo. Just a second so I can share the right screen and show you the result of the sample.
Hi, Marco. Hope you're doing well.
Okay. All right, so y'all can see my screen here, and I'm going to open up this video, and you can see it here. So I'll start from the beginning. You'll see at first I'll personalize the first name, and then we'll go through the rest of the script.
Hi, Marco. Hope you're doing well. This is Dawn from marketing.com, and we specialize in working with hotels like yours in the New York area.
Okay, so at this point I realize there is, in generating my sample, right, I will probably re-record this because I want to, as soon as there's a beep, I want to talk a bit faster. And so we're actually pushing an update that's going to make this a bit better. So there'll be less of that waiting time. So there'll be more of you just saying hi, name, and then contextual script. So, I could go re-record this and start talking a little bit quicker when there's that beep. Right, you can see there's that waiting time right there. I would have, in my next version of this video, right, if I wanted to actually send this out to, let's say, 1,000 people, I'll re-record this and start talking a bit sooner, so there's less of that waiting period. But you notice that I didn't have to select anything or do anything. It just changed that first name for me right off the bat. So with that being said, if we're happy with that sample, we can always generate more, and always generate more here. Or what we can do is create a new campaign. So let me just check if there are any questions so far, and then I'll start to explain how the campaign works. Okay, got some questions here. So Scott asks, can you edit the video to add overlays or lower thirds? Scott, could you give me some more context? Ability to do green screen replacements. So you could hold up your phone, for example, have a green screen here, choose that color from the video, maybe replace that color with, let's say, your prospect's website, your prospect's LinkedIn profile, whatever you'd like. And you can do multiple green screen replacements. So you can replace like green here and blue there, so on and so forth. So Scott, do you mean like have like custom text? Is that what you're referring to? Matthew Hurst says, wow, impressive software. Thank you, Matthew. Contact info in lower third. Oh, I think you're what you're saying. So you're saying like have your video where you have like maybe like a black bar at the bottom of it and like your information. So you would have to do that outside the BHuman platform, and then you could upload the video. So let me give you an example. So the way you do that, I'll come back to this campaign, but you'd hit create my videos, and then you would create new video, and then you hit upload, and then basically record your video as normal, do it from your webcam or phone or whatever, and then in a editing software, be it Canva or Premiere or basically anything, add your contact info at the bottom, do that part first, and then upload it to the platform. As long as we can see a face, we'll update it. We'll clone it and everything. You'll still have your contact info there because that part's not going to change based on who you're sending it to. So that would be how you do that. So let me navigate back to the video that we just made here. And I'm going to create a new campaign from this. Awesome, Scott, glad you like it. So let's give this campaign a name. So I'm going to call this, maybe I'm in New York for a convention, and this is related to a convention. I'll say convention outreach. I can name this anything, and I'm going to select the industry I'm in, and I'm going to select the use case. And the reason we ask is to help empower you with the process. If we know why you're using BHuman for your use case, for you and provide you more tools and things like that. So that's why we asked that. So this is the campaign builder page. And here we can upload our data to start generating. So there's two options, either from a CSV file or from Zapier. We have Google Sheets and MailChimp. We have direct native integrations with them coming up, but they're not live yet, so those are coming soon. But if we start with Zapier, this will open a new tab and we can build the flow from Zapier. I won't get into that today, but process is very simple. We're just going to search for BHuman, select the app from here, and then build it there. But from the platform side, all we have to do is choose a spreadsheet. So for example, here's a sample spreadsheet I just made. It contains my customer information, for example, first names. This could contain anything. It could be as many columns as you'd like. And on this side, we select which columns from our spreadsheet map to the videos in our variable. So for example, the first name, right? What's the column that we want to use to make the data for the first name say that data in our video? So in this case, my column is name. That's where I have my first names. And then all I'll do is hit generate videos. And then boom, that's done. Generating process has started. I am now on the campaign share page. And we have 3 videos generating here because we had 3 rows in our spreadsheet. One for Bob, one for Adam, one for Lisa. And this will take maybe 2-3 minutes to generate. And so I'll pause here to see if there are any further questions. Great, okay. Cool, so let me come back to here. And, I can wait for these to generate. We've already seen a sample, but at the point that there's a couple of options, all right? So I have my videos. What do I do with them now? Well, of course, I want to deliver them to my audience. So, okay, there are different ways to do that. So the first is I could send it over email directly from the platform. So I can create my email. I connect my email to the platform by going to settings, email access, and connecting it there. Then I just select it from the dropdown, and then I can add the subject line. I could add the email body. If I have a big list, I can add a delay of seconds between sending each email. So that'll help the email look genuine to the spam filters and to our email provider. And then I can send it out to our recipients. Similar story with SMS. I select the phone number, and I can connect my phone number to the platform in the settings bar, and then I can create my body for my SMS, which of course includes the video. And then I can go ahead, send myself a sample SMS, go ahead and send it out. Alternatively, let's say I'm a big fan of MailChimp and I want to deliver this over MailChimp as a CSV file. And then I can take that CSV file and I can upload it directly into MailChimp, into Salesforce, into whatever platform I'm using. And then it's really easy to plug this into any platform to then do your sending at that point, or maybe you just want to store it in your CRM to use that video later on. That's entirely up to you. And from here, the other way is that if you're more technically inclined, you can use the API. So in this way, you could integrate BHuman into your platform, into your app, whatever you want. I mean, the API allows you to be essentially as creative as possible because you could, put this into your code and integrate it into your workflow or your product or essentially anything. But yeah, coming back on the platform here, we're seeing our videos are starting to finish up. And a couple of other options, these are not ready yet, but coming soon. MailChimp will be available soon, so you can now send the videos over MailChimp once you've generated them, as well as LinkedIn. So you've probably heard us talk about Leader, which is our LinkedIn automation platform before. What Leader enables you to do is to send your videos out over LinkedIn Messenger to your audience, and actually to send out new connection requests to them as well. So all you have to do is just put in a search URL for your audience. So for example, let's say you're on Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, you're looking for CMOs in New York for this example. I can just put that URL into BHuman, into Leader specifically, which is our app within BHuman that focuses on LinkedIn automation. And I select which template I want to use in that campaign, and it'll automatically generate videos for that audience and send connection requests and put that personalized video in the connection request for them. So we've been working on this for about a year now, and we're just getting it live now. We're doing the finishing testing and everything, but it's working really well. We actually already have campaigns running on this, LinkedIn campaigns running on this internally for our own campaigns. So very, very powerful tool. I'm really excited for that one. Marco and Matthew for the nice words. Let me refresh and see if there are any additional questions here. Okay, great. So that's a little tour of our new UI. And we released this on Friday. The feedback since then has been really good. But of course, we're always in this constant state of a feedback loop from what our users are telling us to us either improving the design or fixing bugs, although we actually haven't heard of much since we released this new UI, so that's great in terms of the bugs. And of course, developing new features. So in terms of those new features, like I mentioned, we have the green screen mode. We're having the update to the face cloning model, which we're, again, always improving and always continuing to train and make it better and better and better so that the actual mouth movements and things like that look great when you say your variables. We have Persona, which allows you to basically create like a video chat, like a chat bot, but with video, so you can talk to it. That's actually live already. We have a lot of people using it and have been hearing really good feedback there as well. It's coming there. I mentioned the LinkedIn automation platform. So, we have our plates full, that's for sure. And all your feedback gets taken into account, and we are constantly improving things. So there you have it. If there are any questions at all, feel free to ask them at this point, and otherwise we can wrap up as we approach the top of the hour here. Hey Jeremy, how's it going? I've seen that name around before. It's actually out right now, Jeremy. We have this is the new UI we're reviewing right now, so it's already set up. So if you go to BHuman, you'll see it right there. So the face improvements, we have our major, completely new model that's coming out. It's so hard to predict these things in terms of AI development, but I would say about 2 weeks. But then we have an improvement to the current model that's coming out, I would say probably like mid next week. We'll push out email updates to let you know once that happens. This major update's more focused around like the platform usability, the design, the interface, fixing a million bugs, and basically just making it dependable and easy to use. Yeah, but Jeremy, if you're having trouble with the mouth movement, people are still getting really, really good results with videos, the mouth movements with the current model. It does require a little bit more experimentation and like guidance from our team sometimes. So if you want, I can have someone from the team look at your videos and like see how we could give you tips on getting better results for the current model as well. Awesome. Cool. All right. Let me check the YouTube chat, see if there are any questions there. YouTube, you're awfully quiet today. Don't be shy, YouTube. LinkedIn is hogging the chat today. And we'll be doing these live streams now that the new UI is out. Twice a week, we'll be doing these live streams. Before we were kind of like, hey, let's do a live stream. We have new features, or we're still head down to development. Let's push it for next week. But now this is out. We'll be doing this more regularly. Awesome, Jeremy. I'll have that flagged up, and we'll be in touch. Look at your videos. Great. All right. And last note. Going forward, whenever you make a video, there's a really good chance for someone from our team will look at it. Everything's good. Because sometimes like you may need to experiment, and we want to proactively like let you know that instead of leaving you there wondering like, okay, how can I make this better? So you'll probably hear from us more often as you get into this and generate videos. All right, well, thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate your time, and let me know your feedback. I'm really, really excited for our next steps here. All right, thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.